Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial and also kind of like a body glow tutorial of how I achieve kind of like a bronzy, glowy look, which may seem cliche, but I love bronzy makeup. I love minimalistic makeup. This is not super minimalistic, but I do love this eye look. It's not like your falsies and your smoky eye kind of thing, but it's more of an understated kind of glam. Perfect for the spring and summer. I love it. And I also show you my favorite products for getting that glow on your body as well. So stay tuned for that. That's at the end after I show you this face tutorial, of course. But yeah, I did apply self-tanner this morning. So I do feel a little bit more bronzy and glowy than normal, obviously. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Without further ado, if you want to see everything, my makeup tutorial, my body glow tutorial, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I post. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so we're going to start off by priming the face with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. This one's actually new. They had the poreless version, and I wanted to pick up the matte version, and this was my first time using it, but so far, so good. Then I'm mixing two foundations. I am taking my Peach Perfect by Too Faced in Natural Beige, and mixing that with the Catrice All Matte Plus Shine Control in Sun Beige, just because Sun Beige is a little bit darker, but mixing them together, as you will see, just makes for the perfect shade match to my self-tan body. And I'm just buffing that in with my Chill Beauty Blender. And then I'm taking the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand to highlight my face. And then I'm going in, as you will see, with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer in the shade Medium 105 Neutral to Spot Conceal. And then just blending that all in again with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm taking the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, of course, and this time I'm actually taking it on my sponge, using that to set my under eyes as well as highlight down the center of my face. And then I'm taking the Becca Cosmetics Hydra Fresh, what is the name of this powder? It's like the HydraMist Set and Refresh powder, and this is the one that kind of feels cool. And I'm just setting that all over my face. And then I'm taking the Pretty Vulgar Bronze B powder in the shade Bronze Mannikin to bronze up my face with this Morphe brush, which I do not love at all. It keeps shedding every time I use it. Yeah, these Morphe brushes are hit and miss for sure. Then I'm going in with the Bakerie Flour Powder in Translucent to bake my face briefly, just carve it out pretty much. And then it's time for my brows, which I cut that part out, but now I'm moving on to my eyeshadow. And to start, I'm going in with the ColourPop Coconuts 9-pan palette, and I'm going in with this transition shade called Lovely Bunch, dipping that back in with my Morphe M504. And then I'm taking this Butter London palette, the most pigmented shadows ever, and I'm taking this really pretty bronze gold foil. It's called Diva, and I'm just putting that all over the lid, and that's really going to be the star of the show. Going back into the Coconuts palette by ColourPop, taking Lovely Bunch again, and just blending out my crease. And then I'm going into this really pretty kind of frosty shade called Palm Reader. It's like this icy white, and I'm putting that directly in the center of my lid. I love doing like a no halo eye, just to add a little bit more dimension right in the middle. And then, as you can see, going back in with Diva and just kind of sandwiching that shade and just putting that more on the outer and inner corners. Going back into Lovely Bunch, it's a great transition taupe shade for this whole look. I am just re-intensifying the crease and just blending out the edges. Going into the shade called Nutty, it's like this dark cool tone brown. I am just lining my lower lash line and yeah, giving it more definition. But then I figured that I needed a little bit more something, and these shadows in this Butter London palette are so pigmented, so I took the shade Temptress. It's a dark brown, a slightly warmer brown than the one we had just used from ColourPop, and just accentuating my outer corner and my lower lash line again. Then I'm taking this Appeal Cosmetics eyeliner. This is the gel liner in the shade Deep Taupe. And I'm also lining my whole upper lid with that as well. just to give it more definition, but I didn't want something too harsh, so that's why I didn't use a black. And I just felt the brown really complemented the bronzy and gold tones. Then I'm smudging that out with a Wet n Wild shader brush so it doesn't look super harsh. Now I'm going back into Diva from the Butter London palette, and on this Luxie kind of pencil brush, I'm smudging that on my lower lash line just to give it a little bit of pop. Curling my lashes with the Tarte eyelash curler and drinking my cold brew. I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Lash Primer. We're not going to go in with falsies today, but I did want a nice intense mascara look. And then going in with the Better Than Sex mascara. This is like a limited edition packaging that I bought, which I really, really love, and I think is so cute on my upper and lower lashes. Okay, and then I'm just going to dust off the bake. And then I'm going into this BH Cosmetics Floral blush. This one is very, 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 very intensely pigmented, so be careful. As you can see, it's very intense. This is in the shade Caribbean Coral. Some of their other blushes aren't as intense though, which is very interesting. Now I'm going into this CoverFX glitter in the shade Nova, and I'm just kind of dabbing that on my cheekbones just to give it a little bit of a base for my highlight. And now I'm going in with this H&M highlighting powder in the shade Sunlit Gold to highlight directly on top of that. We want a gold look today, ladies and gentlemen. So we're bringing out all the gold products in my collection. I'm highlighting my inner corners with that Nova glitter as well from CoverFX. And then I'm just setting my entire face before we go in with lips. I am taking the Appeal Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Next Level, this really, really beautiful berry shade that I spoke about and alluded to in my March favorites, which is linked above and below. Check that out. I absolutely love this shade, the pigmentation, the formula is so creamy, and I'm just cleaning that up with a lip brush. Okay, and that is it for the face makeup portion of it. Very glowy, very bronze, very golden. And now I'm going to show you what I do to my body to make it look seamless. So I did self-tan this morning. I'll insert a photo of me before I tan so you can see the difference. I always use, and I'm running out of this, and I just bought another product that I haven't tried yet, so I can't vouch for it. But this is the Ulta Beauty Bronze Glow Self-Tanning Tinted Lotion. It's not like a super harsh, like, faux self-tanner, which, I mean, it is, but it's not really like one of those super drastic ones where when you wash it off, it looks all streaky and patchy. This fades really gradually, and similarly, the color that it gives you is very subtle and natural too, so you can build it up to look very, very tan. This is medium to deep, as I said. It has True Tan technology, powerful self-tanning ingredients to promote a more even brown tan, shea butter, and aloe vera, green tea, and vitamin E. This does develop in 4 to 6 hours like typical self-tanners do, and I never wash this off. Like, I'll actually apply this on like right after I shower, about to go out for the night, or earlier in the afternoon, because I know it takes 4 to 6 hours to develop. And because this is one that's not like super deep, I just leave it on until my next like daily shower. So this is what I have on my body right now. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but I personally can see a difference. It's not a super intense difference, which I really like, but it gives you enough. And it's funny because I actually recommended this to one of my friends and she loved it, so yay, it's not bad. But then in terms of a glow, like when you want to take your body out there, which is what I do if I'm going out on the town at night, I want to make sure that my glam on my face kind of carries down to my body. So I want to share with you a couple of items that I use to make that happen. And there are things that you can use on the face, obviously, starting with these guys. This is obviously a highlighter. I personally, for the body, love going in with my Natasha Denona All Over Glow. This is for your face and your body. And then I also love these CoverFX glitter drops. These are in the shade Nova, and they're golden, and I use it kind of as like my highlighter on my inner corners, my cheekbones, and I like putting this on my collarbone. So these are like my finishing touches. But in terms of all over body glow, so after I self-tan hours ago, sometimes I will go in with this. Now this is the Naked Skin Beauty Balm. This is tightening, hydrating, and blurring. I don't do all of these products all at the same time, just to throw that out there, because that would be a lot. This is when I want my skin to look smooth and like face tuned, if you will. So I will kind of demonstrate, I guess, if you can see the difference. This is meant to just like smooth out your skin, not really give it any color. Oh, I forgot, it's like really runny. But I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingertips, and I'm just going to put it on this arm so you can see the difference between this arm and this arm. It'll look more tight, more smooth. Can you tell? I don't know if the ring light's like washing me out. This has it on and this doesn't. It just kind of makes your skin smoothed out a little bit and just gives you kind of like a nice, in person I can really see it, but on camera I know it might be a little bit difficult, but it just gives it like a nice kind of like smooth appearance with like a tiny bit of shimmer, but it's not prominent at all. But when I don't want to go in with this all over the body, I will go in with, usually this is how it goes. I will combine this with this. Now this is a Dry Bar Sparkling Soda Shine Mist. This just gives you the most beautiful shine on your hair. I love it in my hair, but I also discovered it gives you a beautiful shine on your body as well. So I will probably go in with these two products together because this kind of smooths out my skin, and then this provides a nice shine, and I will demonstrate this for you as well. The other products I love obviously come from Soul Beauty. You've seen me use this. This is a shimmering dry oil. You shake this up and then you apply it all over your body. I will link the video down below where I first used this so that you can see this in action, because I've already done a video with this, so I want to demonstrate something else. And then this is the Soul Body Glow Oil. Now this is a mini size. I actually haven't used this yet, so I want to try this on camera with you today. This one is in the shade Soft Gold. This is the shimmering dry oil, and this is in the shade Golden. This is the glow oil. So it's not going to be as shimmery. It's going to give you more of like that metallic sheen. And I'm going to apply this today actually as well all over so you can see. I bought a small size because I want to be able to travel with this. So what I'll do is I will just pump this on my body twice on one arm, and then take my Soul Body brush. You can use any brush that you have, and then I will just go in. It does have shimmer if you can see it, but it's not as prominent as the shimmering dry oil. Actually, let's do it side by side. Why not? We're in this, and I'm demonstrating all the products that I have in my arsenal. Obviously, I don't wear these all out at the same time if I'm actually going out. This is strictly for demo purposes, so you can see the difference between these products, what you may like more. So I'm going to take the shimmering dry oil, and from my experience, this is a lot more shimmery, but it gives you a really beautiful glow, and it's a lot more liquidy as well. So I'm going to do 2 pumps here as well. See, it's very liquidy and runny, so you have to act fast with this guy. This one doesn't have as much of a color, I don't think, but you can see the sparkle, right? Like, this is intense. And it does transfer, so you have to be careful not to like rub your legs on furniture and whatnot, because it can just kind of rub off. But I don't know, can you see the difference? Maybe if I stand up. Can you see the difference between these two arms? This one is the dry oil, and this one is the glow oil. The glow oil definitely is a little bit more tacky to the touch, but this one, the dry oil, is a lot more shimmery. But you can see on my finger, the glitter does transfer, so just be mindful of that. And the scents are both really, really pleasant. Okay, and then on my chest, I'm just going to take that residue, because you can still see I have a bunch left, and I am just going to this all over my neck. You can see I already automatically have that like wet kind of glow, which I love, and is perfect for like spring. Oh, I love it so much. All right, and now there we have it. So I have all my liquid products applied that I am demoing today. So now I'm going to take the Natasha Denona Glow Powder, and I am just going to dust this on my cheekbones, or sorry, my collarbones. And you can feel free to dust this wherever too, just liberally. It's meant to be an all over body highlight. I know we're already highlighted there, but this is just for a little bit more of a pop. And then on my shoulders as well. I'm going to show you what I do to my legs as well, kind of like the similar steps. So I personally think this product looks best on your legs just because it really just smooths them out. So I'm going to apply this product to my legs so you can see instead of the shimmering dry oils. And again, when I'm actually going out, I wouldn't mix them, but this is just so that you have options. So I'm going to take a bunch and literally just apply it on my legs like I'm applying lotion. And this does have a hint of a color, as I mentioned, but it's not going to be as shimmery. Like obviously you can tell the difference. Like this is straight up shimmer and this is just kind of like a glow. But as I mentioned with this guy, we are going to turn up the glow even more. And just to mention this over and over again, I am applying this all over my self tan. I always do my self tanner before I do any of these like highlighting, finishing steps, just because I think it makes your skin like more glowy, and like the bronze aspect is really like what we want anyway. So I have that on my legs, and because I told you I'm not going to be applying these two because this was like my base, I'm not going to be applying either of these. I am just going to go back in with that Natasha Denona powder, and I like to just take it and I like to run it down the center of my leg to give it that highlighted effect. So I'm just going to run it down the center here so you can kind of see the glow, so that when you take pictures, it just looks very glowy. I'm sorry, I keep using that word, but that's truly what I do, and you can kind of see the difference. And then the finishing touch to all of this is a shine spray. Now, as I mentioned, if I use these, typically I won't need to go in with a shine spray, but just to show you, typically if I'm just doing this, I will accompany it with this on top. So this is the Dry Bar Shine Spray, but don't feel like you need an expensive shine spray to make it work. I know they have really cheap ones at the drugstore. I personally just like this one because I use it on my hair as well, so I get my money's worth. And this, oh my gosh, pretty and just glowy. Like, I love it. And then I'll do it on my chest a little bit, just so that I have it there. Oh, wrap the rest on my tummy. And then on my legs, the best part. On the legs really is what makes such a difference. This is just like the best thing. Like, once I heard like, oh, shine spray, like if it works on your hair, it can work on your body too, I became instantly obsessed. And now we are all glowing and golden, and my body matches my face and glow and in texture. And another thing I really love to do, if you want to be super extra, you take the Iconic London shimmer spray. This is the Prep Set and Glow, and then I just spray this all over my body, all over my chest. Obviously this is a lot to pack on all at once, as I will keep mentioning, but this is just for today's purposes to show you my collection of like glow products. And now you look like you're ready to hit the beach. You are ready to continue your quarantine inside. Good stuff. All right, everybody, and that is it for today's video. How to be glowing and bronzy and golden, just with all the different products that I have. I have shimmery products, glowy products, like smoothing products, and I just wanted to demonstrate them all to you. I know I can personally tell in camera, like my shoulders, my collarbones. I hope this video helped you, and I hope that my products that I showed you kind of give you an inspiration. Leave me your comments down below with what you use to glow and feel bronzy now that the sun's coming out, even though we are supposed to stay inside right now, which you definitely should, unless you need to go out and do something important. This is just a fun way to just feel better about the circumstances and everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I personally love this look. I love this face look. I love this body look. I love just everything makeup and glowy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.